Okay, Ginny Marcel, could we wait till I spell my name before we start that? It's too long. Maybe you know it by now. GINNYMARCILLE hyphen KERSLAKE, and I live in West Whiteland Township. I'm going to say some things that some of the people up in front of us have heard at a meeting yesterday. But I want to say it so that everyone hears it and that all of you hear it. We've already heard about that there is no will serve letter. It's expired and Aqua has only said they'll provide 20% of what Green Fig needs. But because of that, this Board of Supervisors should have and could have said no to a number of things. Number one, it's the approving and recording of the plan, and that's in accordance with your SALDO, section 175-24. The question was asked, when did the board know about this? I don't know when the board knew about this, but Bernadette knew about this, Zach knew about it, and Brittany knew about it the beginning of February before Scott and Peter signed the agreement. Okay, they knew this will serve letter wasn't there because Bernadette asked Lou Colagreco, the attorney for it, and he didn't have it. You also, in accordance with the Land Development Agreement, Section 3V, you could have and should have said no to the issuance of any building permits. It specifically says that. You issued 7 building permits. Those should all be revoked. People should not be dealing with construction or all that stuff going on across the way. Here's why that will serve letter is really important though, because all year we have been told by Sentinel Green Fig and the township that if they don't get what they want in terms of changes, they're just going to go ahead and build the crappy 2024 plan. But this actually isn't the case. And we know that they cannot build it because at least that will serve letter, but other reasons too. They have just been using this threat to justify the changes that they want, but they just don't want these changes. They absolutely need these changes. And that includes changing the cooling system, which is currently in your hands. It also means removing the basement and relocating the generators inside. And I might run out of time, but I really want to go through this. I filed a right to know for some building permits that Green Fig submitted to the township July 1st. I've waited over a month to get those results, and I just got them about an hour before coming here. And guess what, folks? The building permits for foundations and footings for building 1 and building 2, those are the 2 data centers. I've got the quote right here from LF Driscoll, the construction company that Green Fig has hired. And this is a quote for their cast in place concrete for permit. This item, concrete slab on grade for buildings. Now, I'm not a construction person. I'm not going to pretend to be. I had to look up what concrete on slab is. Sorry, concrete slab on grade is. It is not a basement. Their approved plan has a 20-foot basement in it. This is a concrete slab on the ground and they're going to build on it. That's what they've already submitted a permit for to the township. And when I asked yesterday, none of the people in the meeting had seen that, but it's in the codes department. So it's clear here, they have no intention of building that plan. We know they can't from the will serve letter that they don't have. They don't have what they need for cooling for their 2024 plan from Aqua. They no longer, we've heard this over and over again, I think Tony might have been the first one to bring it up. They no longer build these things with basements. The servers are too heavy. They build it on a slab. They need you to approve this, okay? So that's what we're facing. All of these changes that they're asking, they don't get to do it. These are not field changes. They also do not get you to just vote on it at a single meeting like was maybe going to happen last month. Your SALDO, section 175-20E, makes it clear that this has to go through the process of the original plan when they make modifications. And these are huge modifications. So they should be submitting a new application for these things that they are trying to sneak through. They tried to do it through an amended application. Now they're trying to do it through building permits. I want to end with this. The township needs to start following its process. We are being told, yeah, that's the process, but we really don't follow it. This is your law. This is your standard operating procedures. You have to follow your ordinance. You have to follow what's in the land development agreement, not try to pick something that sounds like, well, that might work, and ignore the thing that's crystal clear on what you have to do. You have huge public opposition to this project. You have the ability and the obligation to say no. You need to start saying no.